Hi, my babies, and welcome back to another video. It's your girl, Virgo Garden. If you don't know, now you know. Anything you need to know about little old me will be down below in the description box. You do not have to be a Virgo to watch this video. Hi, my babies. Hi, my babies. Hi. I hope everyone's doing well and swell. We about to go ahead and jump into these quick announcements, y'all, because I'm ready to go ahead and get this over with, okay? So, I don't know exactly when I'm dropping this one, so I'm just do all the announcements, quick announcements. Until September 23rd, you can get a $10 birthday forecast reading with me to let you know how your year is going to go, what's going to come at you, what you're going to face, what you need to be focusing on, what you need to work on. And as well as until the end of September, when you enter the code I love VG in all caps, you get 33% off everything Virgo Garden, FAB Boutique, and Queen Alchemy. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into this about how a damage in a child affects your adulthood. If you watch the first two parts, because this is ridiculous, a three-parter, but you know. But if you watch the first two parts, you already know basically this is, I'm not going to say a sibling rivalry, because in order for it to be that, I would have to participate, okay? And I don't have the energy for it, but serious, deep-rooted issues with the siblings. And like I told y'all before, I have more issues with my sisters than I do my brothers. Go back, watch the other two parts. Part 1 is my oldest sister, and part 2 is both of my brothers. And part 3 is the sister y'all don't really hear me talk about. And it's the reason why you don't. Okay? It's the reason why you don't. Because if it weren't for the fact that my other sister has done so much evilness to me, like putting roaches in my food and, you know, putting hexes on me, trying to have me killed and stuff like that, I would say I look both of them the same. But because the other sister went way too far, okay, went way too far, and I still forgive you, we gonna put Bambi right up under her though, okay? So, Bambi is my second oldest sibling and also my second oldest sister. She always wanted a little sister, but yet she doesn't treat me like that though, okay? I can't tell, okay? I can't tell. If you go back and watch, you know, the other couch talks and the Sunday Mimosa that I posted about my mom's and my pops, you already know the story of how I came about and the ins and outs of that. And I didn't have a regular childhood, a regular upbringing. I was not created how most people were created, okay? So when me and my sister finally did meet, I was 17 and my pops had brought her over. And y'all, it's been a dry connection since the gate, okay? Like I said, my sister, this particular one, she's an August Leo. The other one, she's a July Leo. And it's just been a dry connection from the gate. I was so excited to meet her. I'm like, finally another sister. I hope I like this one. Unfortunately, it didn't go that way. Okay, it didn't go. Things started going downhill and real quick. So after we met, we exchanged phone numbers, but when we met, it was more like an interview instead of a let me try to get to know my sisters. Like, I felt like I was sitting there for a professional job interview. Like, my sister has a lot of my pops in her. He groomed her very well. It's scary how well my sister acts, how she acts like my father. Like, he groomed her very well. By the way, my pops is a Libra. And anybody that has dealt with Libras, no offense to the ones listening to me, don't mean I'm talking about you, boo. Okay, stop taking it personal if I don't know you personally. How could I possibly be coming at you if I don't know you personally? I'm just talking about from my experiences, okay? So, when we did, you know, we tried to build a relationship, a connection, of course. It's my sister. And, like, we would, like, speak every once in a while, but not that often. And then when we did speak, she be trying to boss me around. Like, she does that with everybody in her life, though. But she get it from her daddy, okay? But she be trying to boss everybody around. No, you need to do this, and this is what you should do. And don't you think this would be... How about you let me live my life and make my own mistakes, okay? She do the same thing with my brothers. I remember one of my brothers told me somebody was bullying him on the basketball court out their neighborhood. He went home and got my sister. My sister beat the boy up. I'm like, that sounds like me. My sister beat the boy up, so... Yeah. We were trying to build a connection, y'all, but I mean, by the time we met, she had already graduated from high school. She was in college, this down the third, and she was, at that point in time, I want to say she was down in North Carolina. I forgot the name of the damn school Michael Jordan went to. Okay, y'all know it though. Tar Heels, y'all know it. That's the school she went to for media and this, that, and the third, because my sister wants to be in media. My sister is in media. Okay, we're not going to take that accomplishment from her. She did a damn thing. I ain't going to take that from my sister. Complete opposite from the other one. This sister is a go-getter. Okay, a go-getter. All right, like me. That's something we definitely have in common. She gonna go after what she want. Tell her no if you want to. She gonna show your ass. Okay? I definitely gotta give my sis that. Now, so once she graduated from there, she transferred to graduate school, I believe, and went to Syracuse. So now she up in New York. So we really definitely ain't got no bonding time for real. So she would come home, and before she would go back to school, she would make sure that, you know, she tried to spend some time with me. So she would come get me every once in a while. We go out to eat dinner. I don't know what it is with this family and always fucking taking me to dinner. I guess they figured that's a safe space. I'm like, we could go bowling or something, you know? I don't even like bowling for real. I never learned how to roller skate. Can you take me to a roller skate rink? Okay, go-karting. Something I never did yet. Okay, how about that? You keep wanting to get me fat. Gracious. And to be sitting there awkward. And that's why I didn't used to like sitting at dinners with people, because my introverted side can't stand it. Because if you have nothing of interest or you don't make me feel comfortable, I'm just going to be sitting there quiet and awkward the whole time. Playing with my straw, playing with my fingernails, texting on my phone. Because I'm uncomfortable. And I'd rather be somewhere else. So I mean, she would try to keep the conversation going. Unlike everybody else, she always got a question behind a question. Okay, like I said, she's into media and all of that. I forgot the exact name for it, but like newscasting and all that stuff like that. Like that's what my sister's into. Politics. She's into politics heavy. She be following them politics. Okay. So, I mean, she would keep the conversation going because she really was trying to get to know me. But at the same time, I felt like I was a suspect every time I was around this girl. Like, yeah, you trying to get to know me, but I feel like you trying to get to know me to figure out who I really am. Not so we can connect who I really am, so you can kind of figure out, like, I guess, how the hell I got here. I don't know, okay? But it didn't feel like a sisterly bond. It felt more like an officer and suspect bond, all honesty. And I was the suspect. Okay, and I was the suspect. Now, we did go shopping together. As far as I can remember, in Virginia, we went shopping together twice. And one of those times was, she bought me a Christmas gift. She had bought me like a $25 gift card, I think, for It's Fashion Metro, which I thought was really sweet. I don't even remember what I got out of there. I probably don't even have it anymore, but... So, like, she did make an effort. Out of everybody, out of all of my siblings, including the one I grew up with, she's the only one that really made a real... Well, okay, we're not going to say that. My brother Mike, he made an effort too. But Bambi really made a real effort to try to get to know me when she had the time to. And the way I'm looking at it is, if we're sisters, you should be trying to get to know me every day. You should be texting me. You should be calling me, congratulating me when you say I do something good, especially since our father just makes it seem like all I do is smoke weed and fight police, okay? So, like, that's how I'm looking at it, and she looking at it like, I spend time with you when I can, and that's how we build our bond. Everything works on her time. She don't give a fuck about nobody else's, and that's the problem. So, she did her internship. She ended up going to New York City, moving to New York City, and she did her internship at MSNBC. And she was so good at it, she ended up getting a job there. And, well, I guess this could fit in this part of the story. Might as well go right into it. So she got a job at MSNBC. So she's in, she works in Manhattan, lives in Brooklyn, lives in, she finally found, at first she had roommates, but then she finally found a crib in Prospect Park. But, like, while she was doing her internship, she stayed with her aunts on her mom's side, and they stayed in the Bronx. So, she used to talk about how rough the Bronx was, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, well, I never got to see it. So, you know, if she ain't want to take me, don't nobody want to take me to the Bronx. Next time I come up there, can somebody take me to the Bronx, please? Gracious. So, she gets a job at MSNBC. Like I said, she's living, at that point in time, she was living in Brooklyn, in Prospect Park. And she was working in Manhattan at the Rockefeller Center for MSNBC. Now, at this point in time, I had never been to New York. I had never been to Jersey. I had never been past anything past, I want to say, Delaware at that point. Okay. So to the people that live past Delaware, they're like, oh, you ain't been nowhere. I don't know. I gotta look at a map. I might be getting that shit wrong. I definitely been to Philly. I don't know exactly where Delaware is on the map right now at this point in time. Okay, I don't got a map in front of me. So at this point in time, that's when ex-bestie that I already told y'all about, this I named Mimosa about. What did I name that girl? I think I named her Lily. She had moved up to Jersey. And she went to go stay with her pops. I didn't even know the girl had left. How the fuck you gonna tell your best friend you're leaving? Okay, she's gonna tell me, well, you had so much going on in your life, you know, graduating and this, that, and the third. Like, how you ain't gonna tell me you moving hours and hours away, bro? Like, that was the beginning of the end of our friendship, to be quite honest with you. When you moved and you ain't tell me, bro. Like, how you gonna do some shit like that? But her pops had passed away, so I don't know Lily to cry. I think I've only seen that girl cry one time, all honesty. And it was when I went up to Jersey to check on her. I stayed with her for a week. I took a week of vacation off. Well, I didn't necessarily take a week vacation off. What happened was my job gave me some time off involuntarily. Okay, we'll get to that. Okay, we'll get to that in another, video. But I involuntarily got some time off from work, and my job was trying to play with me like, oh yeah, we gonna take like a week worth of pay from her so she can learn her lesson so she don't do that again. I bet. They called me. Nina, you come back to work? Oh, I'm in Jersey. I'll holler at you when I get back. Okay? You got me fucked up. I'll holler at you when I get back. They was like, oh, yeah, go ahead, get that temp you had up in there to keep working for me. So while I'm in Jersey visiting my friend, I'm close enough to my sister. So I definitely told my sister, I'm coming, up to Jersey to see my best friend. She was like, you got to come to New York to come see me. Because I told her where I was going. I think at that point in time, I want to say they were in Hawthorne. I think they were in Hawthorne at that point in time. And so, like, the train won't that far. Like, that was a good spot she lived at. Because to get to the train, it won't that far of a walk. Jersey is a beautiful place. Okay, I ain't seen all the Jersey. I done heard about some spots that ain't so beautiful. Jersey is a beautiful place. Like, East Orange is beautiful. Like, Jersey is a beautiful place. So, my sister found out how close I was. And she was like, oh yeah, you gotta come see me. So, I ended up going twice. I went the first day, I want to say I went on a Tuesday. And my best friend went with me because at that point in time, she had a boyfriend that was staying in the Bronx, I believe, in Washington Park, I think it's called, where most of the Hispanics live and stuff. Yeah, Dominican. Okay, she was having herself a Dominican. So she kind of knew how to get her. She ain't really know for real. I found out once we got there. But she knew how to get me to New York. So she's like, yeah, I'll show you the ropes, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, I bet. I'm excited. I'm like, I'm finally going to fucking New York City, bro. I can't believe this shit. So we get on the train. And we finally get there. And I mean, I'm just in awe. But before we come out of Penn Station, she giving me the rundown of what not to fucking do so I don't become a target. And I remember the first thing she said is, do not look up. Okay? They gonna know you a tourist and somebody gonna try you. So, like, she was, like, giving me rundowns of certain things to do and not to do. They always tell me don't be talking to everybody. I love speaking to different people in New York. You learn so, like, interesting things. And then they love learning about where I'm from. Like, you got me fucked up. Okay, I'm a social butterfly when I go out of town. Introvert who? I'm a straight extrovert when I go out of town, baby. So, we're walking around and stuff and waiting for my sister, basically, to tell us we could come on. And I'm texting her, and she was like, okay, y'all could come meet me, because she knew I had my best friend with me. And she was like, y'all could come meet me. Now, my sister works at the Rockefeller Center. So, from Penn Station, okay, to the Rockefeller Center, it's a little bit of a walk, okay? To people up top, that probably ain't nothing for y'all, alright? But do remember, some of us live on long-ass streets and we need cars, okay? Everybody ain't got them little short blocks like y'all do. So, I'm thinking she knows how to get there. Matter of fact, what it was my sister, She went to go get something to eat, and she was like, I'll meet y'all on the street, and then we could walk in the building together, so y'all ain't got no issue getting in the building. Now, I know nothing about the Rockefeller Center at this point in time, okay? So I was like, all right, cool. Where you want us to meet you at? And she said some street. We're just gonna make up a street. We're gonna be like Broadway and 47th. Now, I don't know, them streets really cross each other, but I remember it was 40-something street that she told us in another street. We walking around 10 minutes, bro, on the same damn block trying to find my sister. I'm like, where you at? Where you at? She's like, I don't see y'all. And mind you, she was standing by some restaurant they have up there. But when I said they had 1 million of them fucking restaurants on every fucking block, I'm like, I'm standing on 40-something street at the restaurant. Why I don't see you, Bambi? And she was like, do you see a person with such and such on? Do you see this person with a dog? Did a such and such car go by? I'm like, no, ain't none of that out here. I'm like, how the hell I can't find you? Come to find out, bestie that swears that she knows New York like the back of her hand don't know how to fucking read the New York streets right. Come to find out, how, just in case you ain't never been and you go, how you read the New York streets is you read the avenues, bro, not the numbers. That's what you go off of. My sister was like, y'all took the directions wrong. She said, when somebody tells you something, you go to the avenue, not the number street or whatever. Like, the way she explained it, it made so much more sense. And because she explained it that way, like, the people who've been to New York, y'all know what I'm talking about. But the way that she explained it, it made so much more sense. And now, because of that, I'm able to find my way around New York like it's not, at least Manhattan. Okay, let me say that. Manhattan, like it's nothing. So, she took us into the Rockefeller Center. And I'm thinking, you know, my bestie, she come to New York all the time. But she's like, Nina, I've never been in the Rockefeller Center. I'm not realizing this is quote unquote a big deal. Now, when you walk into the Rockefeller Center, the first floor is open to the public. They got these beautiful, beautiful shops. The floors are beautiful. They got a cafeteria down there. Do not go there to use the fucking bathroom. Okay? Bathroom line. Out the door, down the wall, around the corner. I said, I ain't nowhere in here. It's 50 people standing in line. I'm pissed on myself sitting here waiting to use the bathroom. No, thank you. No, thank you. But because my sister works there, we got a different experience from the regular public. My sister swiped her ID, and we got our ass on that elevator. And we got a tour of the Rockefeller Center. One of the dopest things I think I could say I've ever done. For sure. And when I say, y'all, the only thing I really remember about when she was giving us a tour, the two things that stick out to me because they were the most interesting, was one, the cafeteria. They got one of the dopest cafeteria. I mean, anything you want, baby. Just walk up to them and tell them what you want, honey. Just tell them what you want. They got Asian, soul food, Italian. They got everything. Okay? All in between different types of cuisines. They got everything in that mug. You hear me? What country you want to go to? Pick one. Okay? They got everything. And the food is good. The food is good. Now, one of my favorite things about the their cafeteria is it's huge. That's one. But you can look out the window. You can like sit by the tables by the window. You can look out the window and you can look down to where people be ice skating and where they put up the big Christmas tree and where they drop the ball at. Like, you're literally right there. So that shit was dope as hell. And then also my favorite part, although some people might have a different opinion, I don't give a fuck, is they have different pictures of like TV shows and sitcoms and stuff that, you know, were huge on their network. And when I say the biggest picture in that mug, sitting right there in the center of the, on the center wall of the cafeteria, I mean, that thing had to probably be close to 100 feet. That's how big that picture was. Maybe 50. Okay, that's huge though. Okay? Huge. It was a picture of the Cosby Show. It was so dope. I'm like, yo, that's what's up. I'm pretty sure they took it down now, but... And then, you know, she continued the tour. She was showing us, oh, this is where they shoot this show, and this is where they shoot that show. And then we end up in this one room where it's split in half. They got, like, the divider up. So on the half of the room that we walked in on, it's a whole bunch of... It looked like, a telethon or something, a telemarketing company. It's different people in cubicles answering phones, doing paperwork. Hectic. But then when you go on the other side of the divider, she's like, you gotta be quiet. And I was like, why? somebody was recording their TV show. Oh, just guess who it was. Guess who it was? Uncle Slickback, okay? AKA Al Sharpton. That's what I call him. Uncle Slickback, alright? So, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, it's Al Sharpton. Okay, cool. like, okay, cool. At that point in time, I really don't know a lot about him other than, civil rights, this, that, and the third. So, she gives us the rest of the tour. We get off the elevator. Well, we get on the elevator. And it's more than one elevator, of course. So the elevator we're getting off of, I'm the last one to get off the elevator. But I didn't know, as we're walking away from the elevator, another elevator opened up. And my sister Bambi turned around and she whispered something. And Lily turned around. She was like, oh! And I was like, what? And she was like, Al Sharpton's right behind you. I turned around. When I say that man went around that corner so quick, I ain't seen nothing but slip back and blur. He went run. All I seen was the perm. Okay, I ain't seen nothing but slip black and blur. I said, boy, he was moving quick. He had no security with him too. You better move quick. You better. So then, of course, like, she was like, I want you to come back and see me again. Come see me tomorrow. I was like, all right, cool. She was like, but come by yourself. And that's when that shit started. That's when I'm like, we just had a great time with my best friend. When I say my sister is possessive of me, bro, it is so fucking unhealthy. It is so unhealthy. My pop's like, oh, well, she's like that with all of us. Nah, bruh. She is not like that with all of y'all. She's like that with me. My sister act like she my mama, but way too far. Like, my mama was way more lenient than my sister is with me. And I guess my sister feels like, because based off the things that my father has told her, I need some discipline in my life. You know what? She probably was right. I did need some discipline in my life at that point in time and before that point in time. But bitch, it ain't from you. The fuck? You been here 2 seconds. Hell nah. So I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, come back, but come back by yourself. She was like, I want to spend time with you and get to know you. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So the next day I did go back. We ate lunch in her cafeteria, and that's how I know the food was good, because we didn't eat the first day. But she got lunch for me, and like, I basically just came to see her at work. I'm trying to remember what the fuck we did. We didn't do nothing. I came to see her at work, and she was just showing me around and taking me around, this, that, and the third. Oh, I know what it was. So she had to do something. Somebody had called her to do something for work. So she takes me to this green room, and she was like, just sit in here. She was like, just sit in here. She said, I'll be right back. And she asked who green room it was, and they told her whose green room it was. And it was somebody named I didn't know. Now, as we was walking to the green room, though, I'm looking at the programs that are live right now and the different people that's recording. And I think it was, I don't remember who the other person was, but I know Joy Reid, okay, from the Readout. I know she was up there on the screen, and her show was live at the point in time. And I was like, oh, cool, this is the control rooms. Like, that's what it was. We walked past the control rooms, then we went to the green room, and she was like, whose green room is this? And they said the person's name. I hadn't heard of the person. And she's like, cool, you can sit in here. She's cool with me. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm sitting in the green room, and I'm waiting for my sister to come back, and waiting for my sister to come back, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting. And I'm just sitting there, and of course the door's open. People walking by saying hi to me. I'm saying hi to them. Me not realizing they're saying hi to me because of who green room I'm sitting in. They think I know the person who green room it is. So I'm sitting there on my phone, bored as fuck. I'm always bored around my sister. My sister's always working. God, I just realized something. That's probably how people be feeling around me. She always texting, always running to go do something for work. I'm like, hello, I'm in front of you. Can I get some attention, please? All right? Can I get some attention, please? So I'm like, oh, bored and shit, right? And I see somebody's shadow in the door. And I'm like, is this person staring at me? Because they was like, kind of like peeking, but they won't peeking. Like, I could clearly see them, but they would lean up against the wall like, who the fuck is that? So I look up, and I'm like, oh, hi. She was like, hi. I was like, I just saw you on the TV. And she was like, yeah. And then I realized I'm sitting in this lady green room. She want to know where the fuck I came from. I'm like, oh, my sister. And I told her Bambi, but of course I told her real name first and last. She said I could sit in here and be okay. She was like, oh, that's fine. I'm like, let me find out my sister got some pool. Like that. Okay. She was like, you enjoy your evening, love. She touched her makeup up and she walked right out. She was like, you enjoy your evening, love. I was like, thank you. You too. Me not realizing how big this person was I was just speaking to. The person's green room I was sitting in, y'all, was Joy Reid's green room. And then I found out years later, I'm like, wait, that's the lady green room. My grandma watching TV. I said, that's the lady green room I was sitting in. She said, what? I said, yeah, I met her. When I say she's very sweet, y'all. Oh, she's very, very sweet. She is. She's amazing. She's actually the reason why my sister has a job at MSNBC and why a lot of black people have a job at MSNBC, because she fought for them. So I understand she had a little, debacle with Nicki Minaj a couple years ago. Get that lady some grace, though. Okay, get that lady some grace. She's very dope, and she definitely is for the community. So remember that if you see her come across your screen. All right? So after the visit, y'all, I go back to my bestie's house. And then, after a while, I end up going back to VA. So then she hits me up, and she's like, hey, I would love to spend some time with you. She's like, but I don't have time to get away. You should come up here. Because I'm hearing about how my other brothers, they going up there. But I'm like, dang, what about Nina? What about Nina? She's like, come up here and stay with me for the weekend. She's like, you pick the weekend. I was like, all right, cool. Just so happened, the weekend I picked was Halloween weekend. And I actually needed to get away. Like, when I say that shit was so perfect, I needed to get away because the week before that, I got in a fight with my cousin. Okay? And boy, that shit was bad. Okay? That shit was bad. I was getting threatened, all types of shit. I'm like, yeah, I need to get away before I go back to jail. Okay? I need to get away. So I go see her Halloween weekend. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Halloween in New York is lit. Do you hear me? I was like, boy, I could do Halloween. I could do Halloween in New York every year. It is lit. Oh my gosh, y'all. I've seen so many nuns walking down the street with full beards. I'm like, yo, you got on a whole habit, bro. Like, just the outfits was just outrageous. And I loved it, honey. I loved it. And then I remember this one guy, he had this humongous baby on his back with a bottle. When I say humongous, that jank was about tall as a small house. That's how big that baby was. That baby was about tall as a small house. I'm like, how the hell is he getting around? Like, ain't got the nerve to get on the fucking subway. I said, boy. And I remember we was sitting there waiting on our train. And I seen like 2 trains go by. And usually the trains be packed. Like, sometimes, it'll be room and stuff. It's not always everybody pressed up against each other, standing up and stuff. It's not always like that. Like, sometimes you got enough room to sit down and spread out. But 2 trains went by. And when the first one went by, it had an empty cart. Like, the cart was completely empty. But all the other carts was jam-packed. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is that cart empty, but all the other ones is jam-packed? Then here come another train. Same thing. And I was like, sis, I'm like, why is that cart completely empty, but these people jam-packed over here? She said, oh, when you see that, that means it's a homeless person sleeping up there. And they stink so bad, don't nobody want to get up there with them. I was like, wow, bro. The way New York treats homeless people, I fucking hate it. I get it, because I asked my bestie about that. And she was like, the way that they look at it up there is you could get a job anywhere, under the table, over the table. You get a job anywhere. So it's no need for you to be homeless. But like, shit happens. Okay, hello, look at me. Shit happens. You don't know anybody's circumstances, yo. So they treat homeless people like shit up there, yo. And I can't stand it. And I was like, damn, that's fucked up. So, yeah, Halloween, though, it was cool. I don't really remember everything that we did. Oh, yes, I do. So, I remember, oh, man, I forgot all about that. So, we went to the spot I really, really wanted to go to, and she was surprised I knew about it, but duh, I'm a poet. Of course I'm going to know about it. It's this amazing place called the Numerology. Amazing place called the Numerology. And it's actually in one of my favorite movies, and that's how I found out about it. And I was like, yo, I want to go to the Numerology. I didn't know. First off, I was trying to figure out if it was real. I did research. I found out it was real. And I was like, oh my God, it's a real spot. And then I started like following them and stuff. I'm like, yo, this is dope. And I had mentioned it. She was like, what you know about the New York? What you know about the Nuo? I was like, what? She was like, okay, we should go. So we ended up, I think it was Halloween night. That's where we was at. We was at the New York. And I also remember that weekend she also took me to the Brooklyn Museum. And that's when I told y'all I went to the Egyptian exhibit. And when I went into that last wing, the energy was so powerful off them artifacts, it pushed me out. Like, it was mad dope. Like, she was a little irritated with me because I'm like, they're lying about this. They're lying about that. Why the fuck is Alexander the Great in here for? He ain't got nothing to do with this. Okay? I was heated about that shit. And I also seen the picture before it went viral on the internet of the picture of, and they have it, it's in the Brooklyn Museum. It's an artifact and it's like a portrait and the person looks just like Colin Kaepernick. Okay? I've been posted that picture online. But anyways, so that was a mad dope weekend for me, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was mad dope for me. Like, I got my mind off of everything, stress free. I went to the fucking New York. That's all I cared about. Okay, that's all I cared about. I went to the New York. Oh, and I also want to say, I think that weekend was when I also went to Seneca Village. I want to say it was that weekend I went to Seneca Village. It was one of them times, but me and her did go to Seneca Village together. We did. I want to say it was that time. So I did some pretty dope shit up there. I mean, went to the Neo, went to Seneca Village. It was Halloween. Like, it was just dopeness. So, and I went to the Brooklyn Museum. It was just dopeness for me. And I got to stay with her out Prospect Park. And it was cool. I think that also was the time when we went to around the corner from where she stayed. I went to a bodega for the first time. And like, she was trying to give me the real experience. And I appreciate it. She was trying to give me the real experience. Because I hadn't been up there that many times at that point in time. But that's also when she took me to them damn Mexicans that made that nasty ass pizza. I was heated with her for that shit. That's my favorite food. Don't be fucking up pizza. How you fuck up pizza, bro? I don't get it. Okay? I don't get it. But that weekend was so dope. So, fast forward to 2017. At this point in time, I was going up to New York every fucking year. Sometimes 2-3 times a year. Like, I didn't need her or my best friend. I had business I needed to handle up there, so that's what I would do. I'd go up there, handle my business, and I would come back. Usually be a one-day trip, because a lot of people do that. They go up there, handle everything they need to handle, and then come back the same night. And that's usually what I would do. Just go up there for literally one day. I'll get there. I have a routine, okay? Get there 7 a.m., straight off the bus in Chinatown. Smell the garbage. Sniff it in. Yes. Go to the mall, because the only place in the mall that's open is Starbucks. I told y'all this before. Get my coffee, get my muffin, walk around, watch the city come alive. It's one of the dopest shit. It is one of the dopest things, bruh. To get up early enough to watch New York City actually come to life, that shit is so dope. And like, I would just handle my business, go where I need to go to handle business, and then get my ass back on the bus. Okay? So, at this point in time, I'm feeling a little bit like a pro a little bit. I'm like, I know my way through Manhattan like a mug, bro. Like, it was certain parts I hadn't been to, like Soho and this, that, and the third. But my last trip up there, I did end up going to Soho. I ended up going to the Met Gala. My sister took me. So yeah, let's talk about this last trip, because this is when shit went the fuck down. And this is why I have to heal. My last time going up to New York. When I say this is a deep, wounded, like, gracious, it's just deep. It's a deep pain. And honestly, me and my sister has not had a full conversation since my last visit up there. Because I felt so fucking disrespected. But unfortunately, because I wasn't full blown into my healing yet. Okay? I wasn't, to be honest with you. I wasn't full blown into it, but it was coming. But it was a lot of disrespectful things she said and did, and I should have spoke up, and I did. So everything just kept festering and kept festering. So let's get into it. It was April 2017. It was actually Easter weekend. I'm not going to forget that. I won't ever go to New York during Easter weekend again. It is hard to get around. And on top of that, they had a damn hockey game. And when I say them people show out for them hockey games, it is crazy. Okay? It's crazy. So, I was supposed to actually go the month prior. I planned it. Business trip. I was going to try to see everybody I could see up there, because it seemed like I never get to see everybody that I want to see. I had a lot of people up there that I fuck with, but now it's a lot of people up there I don't fuck with, so we ain't got to worry about trying to see everybody next time I go up there. Okay? But I was like, okay, let me make sure I plan this out. Hitting up on my people. Yo, I'm planning on coming up here this weekend. Be up here this long. You got some time spare for me? You know, we kick it, whatever. But I'm coming up there for business. It's a business trip. Anytime I go out of town, it's usually for business. Like I said, I don't even think I've been on a vacation. Always business. Okay? So, I hit my sister up. She the last one I hit up. I done hit up 4 or 5 other people. I hit my sister up. Hey sis, I'm coming up here this weekend. Da da da. You know, can we link? And she was like, oh, I'm gonna be jam-packed that weekend. Can you come another weekend so we could spend more time together? And I'm like, yeah, sure. No problem. So she gives me damn near a month out from when I wanted to go. I was like, oh, okay. That's where I fucked up at. I should have went and did my damn business trip like I planned to. So I could have the freedom that I deserved as a grown-ass person. Okay? So that was the first fuck up. I let her dictate and control when I was coming, when I already had plans. I had business to handle. And I let her change that entire schedule. Unhealed Nina. Okay? Let's be clear about that. That's why I say it's so important to heal, so you don't keep ending up in these type of predicaments. That was the first thing. So, I was like, alright, cool. She paid for my ticket. You ain't got to. At that point in time, I was working at the shipyard. Shorty had money out the ass, okay? Shorty had money out the ass. On top of that, FAB Boutique was doing very well at all these vending events. I just came back from Mississippi. Literally just came back from, goddamn it, Hattiesburg. Shout out to Hattiesburg. Okay, Mississippi. Y'all treated me so good. I love you, Mississippi. Y'all treated me so good. I let her rearrange my time coming. Like I told y'all, my sister is possessive. Okay? I need a cigarette. I'm about to light me a cigarette. I sure am. Like I told y'all, my sister is possessive. Now, at this point in time, my best friend had just came out of being homeless. So, one of the main reasons why I was going up there other than business was to go check on my best friend who was suicidal while she was homeless. Because I had just came from up there that February, because I had to go take off to go check on her, because I'm literally at work and she calling me telling my son she about to kill herself. I had to leave work early that day, because I won't mentally right after getting off the phone with her, because I didn't realize she was that fucked up. After being homeless, I get it. I understand. If you're listening, I apologize if you felt like I wasn't there for you the way I needed to be. I was there for you as much as I could be at the point in time. I was doing my own depression and suicidalness, okay? But my main thing was, yeah, I'm going up here for business, but I'm damn sure about to go check on Lily. She got her little fiance. Okay, and they finally got a crib. She ain't homeless no more. Go check on her. Make sure she's straight. I got to see it for myself. That's my best friend. I got to see it for myself. I ain't going to just listen to you on the phone. You telling me you okay. No, I'm about to come check to make sure, okay? Oh, that's what a real friend would do. Now, problem is, I told y'all my routine when I get to New York. Get there at 7 a.m. I got there at 7, I think. I like to walk around, watch the city come alive, my Starbucks and my little muffin, you know, get my thoughts together, and get some inspiration. Because anytime I go up there, I'm inspired as hell. Oh no, not Miss Bambi. First off, I know her work schedule. This heifer was supposed to be working that Friday. She ended up somehow, some way. See, lack of communication. Oh no, I have Fridays off now. I'm thinking, oh, I got hella time. I can enjoy the city. She'll get off at 5. And then, you know, spend time with her. But my first thing is, as soon as I get off the bus, I'm going to walk around, watch the city come alive, Starbucks, grab a pizza. I'm going to go see Bestie. I'm headed to Jersey. Fuck you mean? The fuck you mean? And at that point in time, damn, y'all, I don't know which city she was staying in. I don't. Because I visited her in Hawthorne, East Orange, and whatever that last city was. I don't remember what that last city was, y'all. I really don't. But, it wasn't as pretty as East Orange, I'll tell you that. But she was like, no, I'm gonna pick you up. Pick me up. You got a car? No. Okay, pick me up. Bro, I lied to you not. The lady was out there waiting for me. Okay, the lady was out there waiting for me. So now I'm irritated. Because the introvert in me is like, I need time to get my thoughts together before I interact with people, okay? I just got off a bus. Let me get my thoughts together. Not only do she pick me up, I don't even get to walk around the city. Matter of fact, it had to been past 7, y'all. I think it was like 9, 10 o'clock when I got there. So you also fucked my time up too. But I don't even get to walk around the city. Why? She wants to catch a fucking cab. I understand. She bought me a ticket. And she's paying for stuff. But nobody asked you to pay for shit, though. Okay? So I'm like, okay, we're in the cab. Mind you, the whole time, we going back and forth in the cab. Because I'm like, yeah. We could grab something to eat. And I'm about to go see my best friend. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, too. She's texting me before I leave to come up there. She was like, find something that we can do. She was like, you're into poetry, this, and the third. Cause she was mad with me because I did not get on the stage at the New Eurekan. I wasn't ready, bro. I was not ready. That's like the Super Bowl for poets, bro. I was not ready to get on that New Eurekan stage. Absolutely not, bro. I won't there in my career yet. I won't that confident yet. So she was heated with me for that. She was like, you need to go after things while you have the opportunity. So she was like, find somewhere you can perform. I was like, huh? She was like, find somewhere you can perform. Went on Eventbrite, started looking up shit. I found this one dope spot. But she was like, that shit look a little sketchy. I was like, okay, let me search some more. Found this place called, I forgot the name of the actual people. But where their event was, it was on Marcus Garvey Boulevard in Brooklyn. It's a spot called the Treehouse. I hit them up. I'm like, yo, are y'all taking performers? I'm coming out of town from VA. I let her perform for y'all. They were so excited, yo. They were so, never heard my poetry. They were like, send us some stuff. Send us some stuff. So I sent them some stuff. They're like, oh man, you're dope. Yeah, absolutely. You come up here. I'm like, all right, cool. My performance was the Friday I got there. It was that night at around 7-ish, I think. 7-ish, I think. Yeah. So we going back and forth in the taxi. I want to go see Bestie. She don't want me to go see Bestie. How the fuck you don't want me to go see my best friend? She was like, this is my time and I don't want to share my time. What the fuck? We not in a relationship. What the fuck is going on here? I understand. You trying to make up for lost time, but you know you could text me and call me. That's how I can get more comfortable around you, okay? Gracious. I'm like, this is abuse, bro. Like, all honesty, this shit was abusive, bro. So we going back and forth about that. No, ma'am. I'm gonna go see my best friend. She's like, and then you gotta perform tonight, and you better be back on time for your performance. I'm gonna be back on time for my performance. Now I just so happen to be smart, okay? Cause I did not know it was Easter weekend. I'm thinking everything's running correctly. And my best friend was like, the easiest way for you to get here and the quickest way is catch the bus. I'm like, the bus? I ain't ever caught the bus up here, bruh. So I caught the bus, alright? I caught the bus. Sister mad as hell I'm leaving. I just so happened to take my clothes with me, though. While I'm standing there trying to figure out this whole bus thing, couldn't find out the bus schedule all fucked up because it's Easter weekend. So this shit running awkward as hell. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Okay. Just so happened to meet a fine-ass Puerto Rican. Fine-ass Puerto Rican. And we was talking and stuff, waiting for the bus. Then we sat beside each other on the bus and we talking all the time. Come to find out, we getting off at the same stop. I'm like, bro, I need some weed. He was like, oh, I can take you go get some weed. He said, I just gotta go pick up my car. I was like, pick up your car. And it's a common thing up there. They will leave their car somewhere and just take public transportation. It's easier. And I get it now. He's like, yeah, I'll pick up my car. He said, I'll take you go get the weed. All right, cool. So I told my best friend on the way, she knew what bus stop to meet me at. She looking at me crazy like, who the fuck is this nigga with you, bro? I told you about speaking to strangers. What is wrong with you? So she was uncomfortable as hell, okay? She's a cancer. She one of them dry cancers, though, okay? Not one of the fun cancers. She one of them dry cancers. So she awkward as hell. We get in this nigga car. Mind you, he a wild boy. But I like it. I like it, though. So he take me to the weed man. Tried to shice me a little bit. Because he got a, I think he got a nickel. And I got a Q, I think. And he's in there trying to give me his nickel. Like, I don't know the different sizes. Nigga, give me my bag and stop playing with me. So, I think we smoked Pineapple Express or something like that it was. I don't know. But the weed was alright though. It was alright. That shit was decent. That shit was pretty good. So alright, Jersey, I see you now. Because when I went up there the first time, her brother got me some weed. Oh, that shit was horrible. I said, boy, Jersey got the worst weed I ever had in my life. He was not representing for y'all right, NJ. He was not representing for y'all right, Jersey. Okay? Because that boy that gave me that Pineapple Express, whoo, okay, completely different. So we riding around with him, me and him smoking, best friends not smoking because she's scared. I'm like, you literally watched me roll it up. Why do you think it's something in this weed for, bro? I'm trying to tell you, I go out of town, I'm an extrovert. I'm going to live my life. Okay? I'm going to live my life. So we riding around and stuff. I went past her place for a little bit. I look at the time. I'm like, shit, I gotta go, bro. I gotta go, bro. So I'm rushing, trying to get there. Yeah, I did not get to the performance on time. Let's be honest, okay? Let's be fucking honest. Hell no, I ain't get there on time. Plus, at that point in time, I definitely had an issue with timing. I was super late for stuff then. Bro, I think I was like an hour and some change late, bruh. And I didn't come dressed. My sister already there texted me, where are you? I told you not to be late. This, that, and the third. Come to find out, bro, I ain't feel that bad about it. If I felt bad, but I was still rushing to get there. But I felt worse about it because as soon as I walked through the door, I'm sweaty. I'm not dressed. My hair is tied up. I got to take my hair out and untangle my hair in the bathroom and stuff. And they're like, yeah, because you came from out of town and we think you're so dope, we're actually making you the headliner tonight. I was like, what? Headliner, bruh. I said, oh, shit. I go in the bathroom, bro. It took me probably 20, 30 minutes to get it together, y'all. I was like, fuck, I feel so bad, man. But I got it together, though. And the performance is on my Koncrete Rose page. You guys scroll down kind of to the bottom. I think it's called the Treehouse BK performance. Now, please keep in mind, at that point in time, I still didn't have the confidence. So my performance then compared to my performance now is completely different, okay? You see the growth. It's completely different. But, bro, it was dope as hell. They showed me so much love. So what they did was they broke up the poem. So they just had people coming in switching out. Like, okay, you do one poem. This person's going to do a poem. That person's going to do a poem. You come back, do another one. So they asked me to do 3 at first. And it was like, can you squeeze one more out for us? When I started my first poem, it was kind of empty in there. It was probably like maybe 15 people. So they rearranged the chairs so we could all sit, facing one way. So me and my sis sit down, and I'm used to my mama being there recording for me. I get up and do my second poem, bro. I ain't realized how many people had came in. New York can pack a small place, okay? When I say pack, I'm talking about like ants, roaches. They can pack a place, you hear me? That jank could be 4x4. They can get 200 people in that 4x4. I got up for my second point. I looked at all them people. I said, good God. Because it sounded like it was a crowd behind me, but I never turned around. Bro, I think they said it was like close to like, I don't know, like close to 100 people in there, bro. It was a lot of people in there. And that place was small. I was like, oh, shit. It was standing room only in the back. But they loved me. They were fucking with me. They was giving me energy. Okay, they was giving me energy. It was a good performance. I asked my sister to record my performance. I'm noticing while I'm performing, she's holding my phone in one hand. In the other hand, she emailing. She always emailing her fucking job, bro. Always emailing. I'll go back, look at the footage. It's crooked as hell. My afro ain't in the frame sometimes. I'm like, bro, you just don't give a fuck. So we go eat dinner. After that, she took me to some spot in Brooklyn that's supposed to be known for like they soul food and stuff. She kept trying to take me to soul food spots while we was up there. And I'm like, bro, stop trying to take me to these soul food spots. And no offense to New Yorkers. I love y'all. I love y'all. Maryland, I don't know about y'all. Y'all known for y'all crabs and stuff. But let me tell you something. Philly and up, leave the fucking soul food alone. That is not your fucking lane. Patti LaBelle, I love you, Mama Patti. You have proven that. And the soul food I have eaten up there in New York has proven that soul food is not your fucking lane. You don't know nothing about it. You don't know nothing about it, bro. It's not in your blood like that, baby. I'm sorry. It's just not. Ain't no way in hell your soul food gonna ever surpass mine. It's just not gonna happen. And I'm like, here we are once again. Cause when I went up there for Halloween weekend, she took me to yeah, that was Halloween weekend. That's what else I forgot to tell y'all. Halloween weekend, She was really making an effort to show me different stuff, and that was my first time going to Harlem. Why is the fucking train ride to Harlem so fucking long, though, bro? I'm like, damn, we've been up here for almost an hour. What the hell going on? Like, gracious, that train ride was so fucking long, y'all. I was like, damn. Also, she took me to an Italian spot when I went up there Halloween weekend too, and I had chicken parmesan. That shit was good, and I think it's mad dope that Halloween weekend, well, Halloween, instead of the kids going to the different apartment buildings and stuff, the businesses give them candy. So they go to Manhattan or wherever, and they go to different businesses and trick or treat. I think that is so dope, and it's safer. It's way safer, and a good way to bring in business too. So I'm like, why these kids keep coming in here getting candy? And she explained that to me. I'm like, oh, that's dope. So also Halloween weekend, sorry y'all, I had to go back right quick. She took me to Harlem, which, I mean, is a big fucking deal to black people that love their culture. African Americans that love their culture. Harlem is a big fucking deal. I didn't understand at that point in time how big it was, but I knew it was a big deal. And she said, yeah, we're going to go to 125th Street. Oh, I knew about 125th Street. I'm like, word? We going to 125th though? Word? When I say walking up to it, Harlem seemed regular, like a regular borough. But when you turn that corner on 125th, baby, it's like a black market out there shit. Black Wall Street. They out there hustling. They out there getting it. I love it. I love it. I was like, this shit is so dope, bro. It's the first time I met a Nuwapian too. So yeah, I think that was everything, y'all. Okay. So now we can go back. So she took me to an Italian restaurant on Halloween weekend. The food was actually really good. Now, New York, y'all got Italian food on lock. Okay, y'all, I ain't been nowhere where the Italian food is better, but that's because y'all got authentic Italians up there making that shit. Y'all got the Italian food on lock. Okay? So, like I said, we went to another soul food spot. Okay. Oh, that's what it was. I forgot to tell y'all. Halloween weekend, she took me to a soul food spot out Harlem. And one of y'all probably gonna know what the restaurant is. They have like, their dishes is named after famous people. So I got the ludicrous, named after the rapper, which is macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and 2 big ass pieces of fried chicken. New York. Leave it the fuck alone, please. Okay, please leave it alone. Stick to hot dogs and pizza, babe. All right, I love you, though. So, now, flashing back here, we at this soul food restaurant. I'm like, the food alright, bro. It ain't horrible, but, it's alright, though. They tried. It's a nice atmosphere, nice vibe. I look up. My sister's in her fucking phone. The entire weekend, bro. Emailing the whole time. I don't think she looked up at me other than one time during that entire time I was sitting in the restaurant. Bro, I was so heated. I went to the bathroom, called my mama. So I'm going to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, called my mama. Then I went outside and smoked a cigarette. This is another part of the problem. My sister does not want me smoking. So she feels like if she pays for everything, which is probably why she always want to pay for me to come up there and this, that, and the third, and I always got to stay with her, I can't smoke. When I say I can't smoke, no, not just in her house or her condo, whatever it is, her little shanty apartment, whatever. No, I can't smoke the whole time I'm up there. The whole time. I can't smoke a black and mild, can't smoke weed, can't smoke cigarettes. The whole time I was at my performance, she kept looking inside of my bag at my pack of cigarettes. I'm like, why the fuck you keep looking at my pack of cigarettes? I sure enough did tell her I was going to the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom, came out, and called my damn mama. I said, this bitch got me fucked up. Okay, this bitch got me fucked up. So, I was irritated at that point in time. Plus, my friends keep hitting me up. Nina, when you coming out? Nina, when can I see you? One of my friends, he is a night owl. So, he trying to see me late night. So, we go back to her crib after the mediocre dinner. Okay? And at this point, I realized, bitch, you don't really want me up here. You not paying me no attention. You trying to do stuff to make it seem like, I guess you're the superhero or something. This is when I started realizing my sister feels pity for me because of my life, my lifestyle, the fact that I'm, I guess, still in my mama house, didn't have a car, struggling with jobs, this, that, and the third. Like, it's like she has some sort of pity or something going on. I don't need no fucking pity. That's the last fucking thing I need, some fucking pity. Okay, I'm built for this shit. Know that. Survived 100% of my life up till now. Okay? So then I start getting irritated. Oh, you think I'm a damn charity case? Bitch, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Okay. So we go back to her crib. She puts on some TV. And we go to sleep. I wake up. It was like 5 something in the morning. I can't go back to sleep. Listening to the train go by. The train come every 15 minutes. I'm like, bro, I need to go handle my business in Manhattan. I got business I need to handle in Manhattan. That's the whole reason why I came up here. Because remember, a month before I tried to come. And she told me, reschedule. So I understand she thought I came up there just to see her. But in my mind, I'm coming up here for the trip I planned a month ago. To see everybody and handle my business. She want to keep me under lock and key, bruh. I get up at 7. It was, around 7-ish. Because I'm like, I can't keep laying here. That's one thing I can't do. The whole time I'm texting my homeboy. He was like, what's up, Nina? You off punishment? You allowed to come out the house now? I'm like, yo, fuck you. Okay, fuck you. I'm like, this shit is ridiculous. So me and him texting back and forth the whole time. My friends is like, why the fuck she won't let you out, bro? Like, we want to see you. The fuck is her problem? She could come too. No, she don't want to come. She don't want to be around y'all. She just want me all to herself. All to the entire weekend. Wants to drop me off at the bus station to make sure then nobody get to see me. Okay? Selfish, bro. But thanks she doing me a favor. So, I'm trying to slip away. I ain't gonna lie. I went, got dressed, 7 o'clock in the morning. You should be tired. You've been working all week. This and third kept talking about how you was tired. You should be tired from looking at this screen all damn day. As soon as I come out the bathroom, where you going? I said, what the fuck? Okay, what the fuck? Like, damn, bro. You gotta be on my ass like that, though. Ridiculousness, y'all. Ridiculousness. So, basically, y'all, she was like, well, wait for me and I'm gonna come with you. She trying to see what I'm up to. I literally was going there to handle business. I was going to go link up with my homeboy right quick just to give him a hug. I swear to you, that's all I was going to go do, lady. I swear.